So in this video, you're going to learn how to protect your shoulder and your neck during activities like pushing, pulling, and carrying. So let's begin. So the first rule, of course, is to get into good posture. If I'm in crummy posture here, my shoulder doesn't work very well, so I'm at risk for injury. By simply getting into better posture, my shoulder works a whole lot better. So that's rule number one. Rule number two is we want to try and get into what's called the active shoulder position. So here's the active shoulder position. My tips of my shoulders are pushed away from the body. My nips, my nipples, I said it. My nips are up. That kind of lifts up my chest. And the back of my shoulder is down, all right? So I'm definitely not in the slumped forward position, all right? Instead, the backs of my shoulders are down, my nips are up, I'm out wide. My shoulders are out wide, that is. And of course, my ribs are anchored down, so I'm never overextending my lower back. So in this active shoulder position, my shoulders work a whole lot better. If I were to pull something and I was out of this active shoulder position or out of good posture, and I pulled, I would more than likely get into more crummy posture, which sets me up for failure. I've treated tons of patients who have injured their shoulders pulling on things like a lawnmower, and I can only make the assumption that they were pulling like this, because I see people do it all the time, and they weren't pulling in a good active shoulder position. So this is good and safe. This is not. All right, that also holds true for pushing. So if I'm to push something, I wouldn't want to push something like this. No, I want to keep that active shoulder position. Pushing like this is much safer than pushing like this. Now, this also holds true for carrying heavy objects. Like, let's say I have some heavy grocery bags in my hands. Am I going to let those heavy grocery bags control me? No, I'm not going to let the grocery bags control me. I'm going to control the grocery bags by staying in this good posture and with the active shoulder position. So, number one rule, of course, if you do anything else, stay in good posture. Number two, think of the active shoulder position.